Capitol Hill, I think, is a cultural melting pot. You have music studios, you have band rehearsal spaces, you have all those musicians working at bars and restaurants in this neighborhood. On a daily basis, you have some of the most interesting people in Seattle serving you drinks or ordering drinks from you. Sometimes I feel like I'm on Sesame Street and I just keep walking the same blocks, like constantly, like essentially do this, and I'll run past the same people like 3 or 4 times in a day. And they're doing the same thing. Their office is there, they have a business there. I'm a talent buyer at Neumos. I'm one of the owners there. The newest endeavor is the Capitol Hill Block Party. It's a celebration of summer and music. When a friend of mine, an agent, calls me about wanting to book a member of Sonic Youth, sure. And hey, Sonic Youth has like changed my life. But the only budgets I have left are like $500 budgets. Come on! We paid Thurston Moore $5K last year, $3,500. So that's when pleasure gets mixed with business, and you're not making the best business decision, but you're pretty stoked about the opportunity to be doing business with people that you admire and respect. So there you go. If I was like the only owner at Neumos, there's no way that I would have ever been able to split off and get into doing other things the way I have. And so between having an amazing staff and treating them well and having great business partners, I mean, those are like the keys to success, in my opinion. And so I've gone on to do a restaurant called Big Mario's with 2 friends of mine. We got a pretty good little family here. There's like 30 employees, and everybody's pretty rad, and everybody gets along. So this is Carrie's creation, pizza de gallo.
I take tapatio and I marinate the sausage. I throw the cheese and the sausage on there, throw it in the oven, and then while that's cooking up, I chop up tomatoes and onions. It's really delicious.
The beautiful thing about this pie is that we did not curate that creation. That is a staff creation, and that's what becomes family. Staff taking initiative and creating a beautiful pie like this. I thank you. As being an entrepreneur and work for yourself and working with partners, you have the opportunity, which is very rare for most people, to create your own destiny. And you get to choose your own adventure. You get to look at parts of the things that you're doing and try to make them better. Yeah, we don't have taps there, so just put them like POS. This area I'm not worried about. That's fine, but we're not going to custom build these booths to be useless. Some days it's like unpleasant things like plumbing issues, and architect says it's contractor's fault. Contractor says it's architect's fault. At the end of the day, we're like, I don't care whose fault it is, but we're not paying for it, and there's no time delays. That's a bummer, but it's part of the job, and at the end of the day, the scope of work that you have to take on makes you a more complete person. All right, thanks. This is basically how I started into business in general, was from playing music. Several of my employees in many of the businesses, they're all musicians. And that is exciting. That makes you want to play music. Having that sort of talent around all the time, I think, is what makes the neighborhood as relevant as it is and as exciting as it is to be a part of. Give me something to work with. It's going to cost me 10 grand out of my pocket, personally. Me personally have to give you more, like if I have to go to 20, that's $10,000 out of my pocket. Ask yourself how that makes me feel. That's all I'm saying. I don't work for somebody.